Hello students, let us come to the next section of the sets, that is the subsets or subset of a set. As the name says, sub. Now we are knowing sub means part. So part of a set is called subset. In mathematical definition, we can write subset as, let capital A and capital B be two sets. Then capital A, the set capital A is called subset of capital B if every element of A is also an element of B. That is, A is properly contained in B. We write the subset as, suppose A is the subset of B, then we write it as A is the subset of B and read this as A is the subset of B, or we can also read it as A is contained in B. Now by an example let us understand. Suppose the set A is equals to set containing 2, 3 and 5 and set B is equals to set containing the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Then obviously each element of A is also an element of B. That is, the elements of A are contained in the elements of B. Elements of A are contained in the set B. So we can say that set A is the subset of set B. So children, clearly in the given example where A was equals to set containing 2, 3, 5 and B is equals to set containing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we know that an element, suppose 1 belongs to B, 1 belongs to B, but this one does not belongs to A. 1 belongs to B, but 1 does not belongs to A. So we can say that B is not the subset of A. What we got? A is the subset of B. A is the subset of B because each element of A is contained in B. But B is not the subset of A as all the elements of B are not contained in A. Here we have taken one example, that is 1 belongs to B but 1 does not belongs to A. So B is not the subset of A. So I think children you understand. If it is a subset we give the symbol as such. If it is not a subset we write this sign and give a slash. So A is the subset of B but B is not the subset of A. Now I am giving one more example. Suppose set A is equals to set containing the elements 1, 3 and 5 and set B is equals to x such that x is an odd natural number less than 6. So obviously elements of set A is 1, 3, 5 and set B is also 1, 3 and 5. That is, elements of A are contained in B and elements of B are contained in A. So in this case we can say A is the subset of B and B is the subset of A. If such condition is there, we write A equals to B. So children, here we come to one more definition, that is improper subsets. If each element of set A is contained in set B and B has at least one element which is not in A, then A is said to be the subset of B. But if A is the subset of B and B is the subset of A, that is both are contained in each other, then A is said to be the improper subset of B or B is said to be the improper subset of A. So children, now we come to the definition of proper subset and improper subset. So proper subset, a set A is said to be a proper subset of another set B if every element of A is contained in B and there exists at least one element in B which is not a member of or element of the set A. That is, set B is a bigger set than that of A. Now improper subset, a subset which is not a proper subset is called an improper subset. For example, we can take that A is the subset of A. That is, every set is a subset of itself but not a proper subset. I think you understand, because A is contained in A and the others means it is equal. A equals to A we can say. So A is not a proper subset. A is a subset of itself. So children, after going through the concept of subsets, now we can note down few points. So point 1 will be A is the subset of B. That is, the set A is contained in set B if X belongs to A implies X belongs to B. Also, if A is the subset of B and conversely B is the subset of A, then obviously A equals to B. The third point, if A is the subset of B, then obviously A is called the subset of B and B is called the superset of A. Take care, one new word over here. A is the subset of B and B is the superset of A, if such condition is there. Point number 4, every set has only one improper subset, that is the set itself. Point number 5, the empty set phi is the subset of A. That is, empty set is a subset of every set. Also, empty set is a proper subset of every set except itself. Take care, the point, empty set is a subset of every set, is a proper subset of every set, but except itself, it is proper subset of every set. Point number 6. You can note that the set of the natural numbers is the subset of the set of the integers and the set of the integers is the subset of the set of the rational numbers. Also, the set of the rational numbers is the subset of the set of the real numbers. Now children, I am going to explain one concept by giving an example. Suppose set A is equals to set containing one element 1, 2 and 3. So here children, we can write set containing 1 belongs to A, 2 belongs to A and 3 belongs to A. That is, the three elements of the set A are set containing 1, 2 and 3. But we cannot write 1 belongs to A. I think you understand. That is, the set A does not contain the element 1. It contains the element that is set containing 1. Now, if we have to write the subsets of A. So subsets, if we have to write for A, we can write the subsets as set containing 1, set containing 2, set containing 3 for single sets. Then let us make the pairs. Set containing 1, 2, set containing 2, 3, set containing 3 and set containing 1. Also the whole set, that is set containing 1, 2 and 3 and also 5. So children, you see over here the subsets, that is whatever number of subsets of A possible we have written over here, that is set containing 1. I haven't written set containing 1. Set containing 1. Also you can see that the number of the subsets of the set A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. This one is the whole set A and this is the empty set. Whole set and the empty set is always a subset of the given set. So we can say the total number of subsets. Total number of subsets of A over here is 8. And number of elements of A equals to how much? 3. And subsets of A is 8. Now this 8 I can write as 2 power 3. So here we reach a formula, that is the number of subsets of a given set is 2 to the power n. and the number of the proper subsets of a given set A is 2 to the power n minus 1, this one. If I remove this, the number of the subsets will be proper subsets. So we write the formula now. So children, now we can write the rule for the number of the subsets of a set. If A is a set with the number of the elements in the set A equals to m, then the number of the subsets of A equals to 2 to the power m, and the number of the proper subsets of A equals to 2 to the power m minus of 1. For example, if set A is equals to set containing an element A, then the subsets of capital A are 5 and the set A itself. Over here number of elements is 1, so number of subsets equals to 2 to the power 1 equals to 2. Number of the subsets is 2. Again, one more example I have taken. If set A equals to set containing 1, 2, then the number of the subsets are 5, set containing 1, set containing 2 and the set A itself. So the number of the subsets is 1, 2, 3, 4. Number of the subsets is 2 to the power 2, that is 4. This by formula, and this I have written over here. So now children, you understand the concept of the set, the subsets, the number of the subsets. Now the total number of the subsets a set can have is given a new name, that is the power set. Now children, before going to the definition of power set, I want to explain you one example which is an important example from the examination or the concept point of view. The question is, let A, B and C be 3 sets. Now if A belongs to B, that is A is an element of B and B is the subset of C, is it true that A is the subset of C? If not, give an example. So obviously this is not true. I have given an example. You try by some more examples. So I have taken a set A containing, always take the simplest examples. Don't take more number of elements in the example set which you are taking. So set A is equals to, suppose, set containing 1. Set B is equals to set containing 1 and 2, and C is equals to set containing 1, 2 and 3. Then obviously A is contained in B, as A is a set having the element 1, and over here B also has one element, that is set containing 1. I think you understand children. Over here this one is A only. So A belongs to B. So A belongs to B. Also over here we can see that the set B is containing the elements set containing 1 and 2. So C also is having set containing 1, 2 and one extra it has, that is 3. So B is contained in C, that is B is the subset of C. So I have written over here clearly A is the subset of B, A belongs to B and B is the subset of C. But A is not the subset of C, because A has the element 1 but C does not have the element 1 belonging to it. The element which is in C is set containing 1, but A has the element 1 in it. So we can write that A is not the subset of C, as 1 belongs to A but 1 does not belongs to C. I think children you understand this example. It is an important example. So go through it. If not understood, send me in the message box.